Gary, a two-part question. Last year's game ended in rather feisty fashion. Is there a lesson to be learned from that? And second of all, if it were to come to pass, would you want to see your players handle a loss that way?
Handle a loss which way? How?
Guarding the goalpost.
Well, to me, at the Minnesota game, and I would say I can't really speak for Minnesota. I can speak for Wisconsin, and Minnesota is going to want to be as respectful as we're going to want to be, and I can promise you that. And I don't think Coach Kill and myself like the way that it went down and it ended a year ago. I don't think it's good for college football. I don't think it's good for our kids, and I'm not pointing the blame at myself as the head coach. I'm not pointing any blame anywhere else besides it, because I don't think our kids handled it far from perfect. And there's traditions and there's things that are important, and then there's things that are over the top. And so, we have put in some ideas this year to make it be right and try to help it, because the world changes. College football changes. Things change. You got to be smart. No one's going to protect those kids when they're out there on the field, because the coaches are gone. The security's gone. There's nobody out there, and all of a sudden we're asking 200 kids to run around the football field and not, put themselves in harm's way. So, what I've asked and now what we've done, which I think is a great idea, and Bruce helped me come up with a little bit of an idea of the axe, in my opinion, is not a good tactic. It's not healthy for college football, and you're asking for trouble. And ultimately, if something happens, it's going to be my responsibility or Coach Kill's responsibility if the kids don't handle it well. So we'll take the axe, and it'll be out there at the coin toss, similar to what you saw at the Nebraska game. Then the axe will disappear, and it'll show itself up basically in the locker room of the winners. And after that, when both teams are gone, they can venture out and do what they want with it, as far as the goalposts or what may be. But the one team will have the ability to get off the field. The winner can come back on the field if he wants to. And it's best for college football, in my opinion. It's best for the kids in both programs, and it saves us from putting us in a position for the Big Ten Conference, because these kids are competitive and they both sides want to win. So it was unfortunate last year, and I felt like I did not do a good job of controlling and helping the University of Wisconsin's kids handle themselves the way they should handle themselves. And again, I can't speak for Minnesota, but I'm going to try to do my part to make sure it's right and the traditions are still upheld with the axe, so that the kids can celebrate the way they need to celebrate when they win.
Gary, given that the players love to run around the field with that axe, how did they handle that? That's part of the tradition, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them about it, so we'll just we'll discuss it. We told them how we're going to handle it with Nebraska, and they can still do that. They can bring it back out to their fans or whatever they want to do. Both teams have, once they get it in their locker room, they want to come back out, because there's a lot of pictures that are taking place. There's a lot of opportunities that are there for the kids. And, all I can tell you is the guy that is the most involved with the rivalry is, Coach Barry Alvarez, and he's in full favor of at least making sure that we do what we can to protect the kids, because I'm just telling you, last year it was this close to going south in a lot of different directions, and you're going to have kids not play the next week. You're going to have kids get hurt. You're going to have a bad spot, because who's going to protect them? You're going to bring out the National Guard? Because it ain't me. And last year, there was me and Evan Simon, and we ain't stopping none of those kids on that sideline on either side. So away we go. And, the security guys, they stopping those kids? They're not stopping them. They're too big and strong. So something has to be addressed, and that's the way we went with it. But the traditions are not gone. They can go in. They can come back out. I just want the other team to leave and then do whatever you want with their visiting fans, the home fans that are there, whatever it may be. I'm just trying to protect kids and try to make it be right.